Salute, salute, everybody. Another Facebook archive, Mark Fuller, Free World Order. Was pondering on something today, in line with what, I preach. I don't like to say the word preach, but people respond to preaching. You got to, tell them the same thing over and over again for them to really comprehend what it is that you're saying. People hearing the same thing repeatedly is how they learn. It's how we all learn. It's how we learn how to speak the language that we speak today. You know English because you learned English. You learned how to speak English from a baby. You don't come out of the womb speaking English. But anyway, that's another subject. What I want to talk about, and even before I get this started, I want to mention we're going to be doing the Facebook Lives very soon. So these live videos that I'm doing now, I'm using the Facebook Live feature to archive the content that I'm bringing up. But we're going to actually be on Facebook Live, so we want you to, and we invite you to dialogue on Facebook Live when these lives come on. I'm not sure yet if we're going to have a designated time every day or, how often we're going to do it, but eventually this will be an actual interaction between us and you, those of you that are tuned into Free World Order. So this is going to be in addition to the podcast. The podcast is going to be a separate audio stream that we're going to use. I'm going to get a actual call-in number where people can call in and dialogue with us. And the Facebook Live is also going to be a way for us to get people to interact along with us while we're actually live, going through the content, going through this information that we want to get out and to share with you. Now, the subject of this video it's a question. Is money solving problems, or is it causing them? Is money solving problems, or is it causing them? I know what most people are probably going to say to that. Oh, well, money is this and it's that. It's a means to an end. And you really have to look into what it is that we're doing in society to determine the root causes of the majority of the problems within society. We know that crime is a problem. We know that homelessness is a problem. We know that the disparity between the upper class and the lower class is a major problem. That's probably the biggest problem in society, is the fact that we have classes. As human beings, we have classes. The statement, all men are created equal, it's true and it's not true. It's true if a person is raised in the same environment as another person, exposed to the same things as that other person, and given the same opportunities as the other person, with no respect of their color or their gender or anything of that nature. So if you remove bias from the equation, then yes, everyone is created equal if they are put on the same playing field. But this is not the case. So in reality, all men are not created equal, because depending on where you're born, it will determine what type of environment you're going to be raised in. It's going to determine what type of things you'll be exposed to and what opportunities will be presented to you at some point in time during your life within the environment that you're being raised in. So, with that being the case, no, all men are not created equal. So, that is not true in this system. So, I know she's going to call right back. I might have to take her when she calls back, just to tell her to hold on. But basically, alright, I apologize for that. I got cut off. But again, is money causing problems or is it solving problems? I was talking briefly about everyone, the statement, all men are created equal, being a lie. It's not true in the current paradigm that we are living in. It is not true. Because if it were, everyone born would already be in an existing family structure that is in place before they are born, so that when they are raised, they are brought up in an environment equivalent to that of someone who is well off or, already positioned well in society. So that is not the case, that is not true. People tend to think that they have free will, meaning that, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. This is true to a degree. People think that you have the ability to make decisions and to choose. This is also true to some degree. What I've come to realize is that it's only true to the extent of your environment. You can only make choices based on the environment that you are exposed to. So, if you're raised in an environment that is limited to a certain amount of information being exposed to you, you can only make choices based on what has been exposed to you. You can't go outside of that because you don't even know about it. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know about something because you haven't been exposed to it, then how could you choose that? So all of these things that people say is all bullshit, because everything boils down to environment. So the subject of this video being, is money causing problems or is it solving problems? It's causing more problems than it is solving. It's only solving problems for those who are able to manipulate their way through the system to get their hands on an abundance of money. For those people, in that respect, it solves all of your problems. If you are financially free, meaning that you're not restricted by money because you have enough money to give you access to everything that it is that you want, that your heart desires. So in that respect, yes, you are financially free because you're not